Mary Kay has been an integral part of the Maryville College family for many years as a professor and then chair in the Social Sciences Division here. Technically, she retired a few years ago, but she has nevertheless continued to serve in an adjunct role teaching finance classes and entrepreneurship classes. Mary Kay and her husband Bill reside in Knoxville, and for just one other Maryville College family note, Mary Kay's father attended the college. James H. Stevenson from Plain Grove, Pennsylvania, came to Maryville College at the recommendation of his Presbyterian minister in the early 1930s. So I'm delighted to introduce the first woman to chair the board of directors at Maryville College. It's about time. And of course, they are not the first board chair and vice chair ever. We have had over the last 5 years amazing chair Wayne Kramer and vice chair Elizabeth Bulette. And if y'all don't mind coming up here for just a minute. No, I want you to stay up here. We want to get a picture with all four of you. Oh, good. There it is. This is the part where, see, they always try to get me on script, but I wouldn't let them write me a script for this. So. Elizabeth Bulette served as vice chair, and one of the important roles that the vice chair of the board serves at Maryville College is to also chair the committee on directors. That is an amazingly important role because the board of directors is the continuity of the college going all the way back to 1819. And so recruiting and orienting and helping develop a culture on the board is a key role of the vice chair, and Elizabeth Bulette is a master at that. In fact, she does it professionally. She consults nationally on board development, and we got her for free. She volunteered. And she is not an alum of Maryville College. She graduated from another small liberal arts college, but was recruited to our board by an alum of the college, Bob Kallstrom, class of 1960, who sadly passed a few years ago, but Bob recruited her first. My story about Elizabeth is I had been offered the job as president, and Mary and I were having insane schedules, and so I said, okay, we can't talk about it until tomorrow because we aren't going to see each other. And Elizabeth's parents were live in the same town where Mary and I were living at the time, and Elizabeth lived about an hour and a half away. She came up to have breakfast with us to make sure we made the right decision. But the funny part is, it was a snow day when she came up, so our 13-year-old daughter joined the conversation. And Elizabeth was so charming with her, we just couldn't say no afterwards. But she has been just an amazing asset to the college to work with. I'm so grateful. Wayne Kramer needs very little introduction because he's probably already introduced himself to you, read a passage from his grandfather's book, and regaled you with various and sundry stories. But here's the part. I mean, people see Wayne in public and how enthusiastic he is and how he seems to be at every single event. What you don't know is that he works harder than that when you don't see him. He and I meet regularly to talk in great detail about all the exciting things and all the difficult things that are going on. It's hard to imagine a chair that is more dedicated and devoted. And so the challenge is, it's important to celebrate and recognize great work, and so we do that. And then the question is, well, how do you do this? And so we started thinking about it, and Wayne and Elizabeth have always talked about we're a team. You know, we work together. We're a team. Everything we do. And I thought, well, that's good. We've got a lot of teams here at Maryville College, and they're successful. And Wayne also has this saying that a lot of us have heard many times. He says the chair is all about championships. We've heard him say that once, we've heard him say it a million times. Well, it turns out here at Maryville College, we know how to celebrate team championships. And so, in recognizing the great work that has been done, that team effort. What happens when you celebrate a championship is you have a championship ring. And it turns out there are no championship rings for board chairs, so we created one.